Dressmakers and friends, welcome back again on this channel. In today's tutorial, I will share with you how to make this 3D applique. I'm sure you have seen this, and this video is long overdue on this channel. These are the materials that you need to make this 3D applique. You have your fabric, you need your hemming glue, you need your scissors, you need your pattern paper. This video is going to be really helpful, so now give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Do it now. Thank you. The first thing you want to do is grab your pattern paper and draw out the pattern that you intend for the applique. Now, once that is done, you can see me drawing two patterns so that I can show you this method with two different fabrics. So once that is done, the next thing you want to just get it done. Once you are satisfied with this sketch, the pattern, then go ahead and then cut it out with your paper scissors. I'm just cutting this out, and once I have finished cutting both out, this is what I have. And then the next thing you are going to do now is to cut out your craft wire. But before then, this is the fabric I intend to use, so I'm just going to cut out the one that will be enough for this project. Now I have cut it out. This is my craft wire. I'm using a 0.50 craft wire in this tutorial. Okay, so pull out a little bit from your craft wire and get your pattern. Now take out enough craft wire, and then you are going to form it into the shape of your pattern. You can see once you get the craft wire, twist it together like this, and then you are going to get the shape. Get as many craft wire as you possibly need, depending on the project or depending on how many appliques that you're trying to create. Next thing, I go to my ironing table, and then this is my fabric, the organza fabric. Also, I need to mention you can use organza, you can use organdie. I also use crepe. All those fabrics that can actually react to it is very good for this project. So lay it down, and then the next thing we will lay out your hemming tape. Ensure that the layers of hemming tape that you put is wide enough so that the entire craft wire can cover it properly. Okay, you don't want to have any parts without the hemming tape, because the hemming tape is the glue that just secures both fabric together. Okay, so and also ensure that there is space in between. You can see by the time I'm done ironing it, look at it, you can see the space in between the first shape craft wire and the second one. You need that space in between. You don't want them to be too close together. So once that is done, the next thing you're going to do is to get your scissors, and then you cut it out individually like this. So you don't want to leave out anything. Cut it out really close to the craft wire, but it should not be too close so that the craft wire will be seen outside. No, just allow a little bit fabric to be around the craft wire, just as you have seen me done. After cutting it, this is what it will look like. And the next thing after that, you are going to go ahead to get your fabric glue. Take a look at this glue that I have in my hands. Any of this glue, if you have it, is just going to work perfectly for what you need to do. And then the next thing is you are going to start applying the glue around the borders of the applique fabric that you have cut, if you are going to call it that. You can see you are going to cover that craft wire so that it is not seen. Okay, so after that, you are going to go ahead to get your cup chain. This is cup chain. This is also called rhinestone trim. Okay, so you get your rhinestone trim, and then you're going to layer it over that glue. It will be a good thing if you can leave the glue for a while for it to get tacky, so that you do not have anything messy. Okay, so and then layer one side and then layer the other side. Also, you can use your hot glue, okay, which is also called the glue gun. You can use that as well. It's just that that one dries very fast, so you have to be very fast whatever you are doing if you are going to use your hot glue. So you are going to go ahead to do this for as many applique as you are creating. So you can see I have done one and I have done the second one. Okay, I'm going to make this one slightly different from the first, just so that you can see a different design. Okay, so can you see this design right now? So I'm going to now leave this to dry and then put it aside, and then we are going to continue. Now I have my second fabric here. Let's create applique with this. Okay, just in case you want to use fabric like crepe, okay, make sure that it's a crepe that stretches. Okay, that's how it's going to work. Just test it with a little bit of fire. If it melts in a bit, then it is a good fabric to use. Okay, so the next thing, grab your craft wire, and then first I'm going to use it to measure the pattern. Okay, so just use it to measure the pattern. See what you need. Okay, once you have gotten what is enough, now we are now going to cut that out, and after cutting it out, you are also going to like twist both ends together. Okay, twist both ends together. You are still going to have enough time to actually form it into shape. If you look at it right now, you will see that it is not a shape. It's not having any particular shape, or let's just say it does not have the shape of the pattern yet. Can you see? Okay, so what you want to do is just twist it together like this, and once you are done twisting it together, now you can now start forming the shape of the pattern. Okay, you're just going to have to flip it here and there, bend it here and there, and that's the beauty of the craft wire. You can really do a lot with it because it is really flexible. Bend it here and there and make sure that it becomes like the shape of what you want it to be. Okay, so once you have the shape that you now want it to be, the next thing is for you to grab your fabric, and then you can now go ahead with the last process that we did even for the previous one that we used the organza fabric with. Okay, so now get your hemming gum again and then lay it over your fabric, just as you see me doing like this. Ensure that the hemming gum overlaps. You know that the fabric which you are using right now is a little bit thicker than organza or organdy, so now you want the glue to be sufficient. Okay, you want the glue to be enough. Okay, you don't want any spaces in between the hemming tape, so lay your pattern on it, your craft wire pattern on it nicely like that. After that, add another layer on top of that craft wire. Can you see? Because this fabric is heavier than organza. Okay, organza is a light fabric, so you can use less glue. All right, so ensure that you are generous with the hemming tape that you are putting. Okay, so after you are done, you can now use your steam iron, melt it in like this, let the glue melt both fabric together. Okay, so once you are done it properly, everything sticks together, and then now you can now start cutting. Once you have ironed it, you have pressed it well, you'll be able to see the shape of the craft wire even inside the fabric. So just follow the shape, add a little bit of fabric all around it, just like that, and then you cut it out nice and neat. Okay, make sure that your cutting is also very neat. So once you are done with that, get your lighter so that you can set it with heat. The heat helps to burn the edges. Remember, in the first one we have not burnt it with heat yet. Okay, so just burn the edges of this one with heat. Is fabric, so it's really important. Okay, we are still going to burn the other one, the edge, with heat as well, but this is what I am doing right now. So burn the edges with heat, make sure it seals all the edges. Okay, so once this is done, you can now go ahead to check out that there's no space that is being left out, and then you grab your cup chain. Okay, now you can see me holding the previous one. Okay, and then now it's now completely dry. Now I can now heat the edges because I was leaving it to dry earlier. Okay, so this time I can now heat the edges and now secure the edges, melt the edges. That way the edges is not going to be sharp and the fabric is not going to frill. Okay, so you can either do it before you add the cup chain or after you add the cup chain. If you do it before you add the cup chain, it is going to be nice, but if you want to do it after you add the cup chain, allow the cup chain to dry before you set it, like before you burn the edges with flame. Okay, and you can see me adding it together 2 and 3. Just if you want to create this design that you see, you have to like put combination of 2 or 3 together, and if it's the other design, this is just perfect for it. So I believe that this video has been really helpful. If you need any detailed class on embellishment or beading, look at the number on this screen and then you can WhatsApp it for detailed online or physical classes. This is how far we have come in today's class. I believe that this tutorial has been really helpful to you, so give it a thumbs up before you go and also subscribe. I'll see you again in this next tutorial. Thanks for watching.